Alright then, so I've just arrived at Osaka from Tokyo Station with the Shinkansen, and I have just exited the ticket barriers, but I'm just gonna re-enter them in a few seconds because I'm gonna go further from Osaka to Hakata, which is in Fukuoka City, with the Hello Kitty Shinkansen, which is gonna be put out of service soon. So I'm using this opportunity while I'm in Japan to take a ride on it. Yeah, it's an E500 series. It departs in about half an hour, but I want to be on board early so I can explore it every minute. It's about a 4-hour ride to Hakata, so yeah, I would say let's get through the barriers and let's get on board. Alright, and the Hello Kitty Shinkansen has just arrived from Hakata. It's only here for 10 minutes and now 7 more minutes because I stood at the wrong end of the train. Of course I did. Yeah, it's now here, it's getting clean, seats are getting turned around, and we're gonna head to Hakata soon. I better get to my car. It's car 6, so it's the second class, which is too far now. But it's funny to see a brand new train like this. I don't think in Europe we have many of those, if at all. Yeah, so I think it's pretty cool. And there on the board, I don't know if it's readable with my camera. Seems to be it. Our train today is the Kodama 849 to Hakata. The Kodama is the slowest train type you have in Shinkansen in Japanese. It stops at every station. Every station. So instead of about 3 hours to Hakata, we're gonna be about 4.5, 4:40 to Hakata. So yeah, it's gonna be quite a ride, but hey, it gives me more time to enjoy the train to see what's inside. But talking about what's inside, let's get inside. Alright, so I'm now on board the Hello Kitty Shinkansen. I'm gonna talk very quietly, so excuse me when the audio quality shouldn't or wouldn't be the best. I'll try my best, although. So yeah, we're now just stopped at the station of Nishi Akashi. I didn't have time to film myself when we were still in Shin Osaka because we boarded like 1 minute before departure and just wanted to get all my stuff out. But it doesn't make a difference. The ride is 4.5 hours long, so I think I got some time. Anyway, I'm seated in car 6, and it has a specific reason why I'm in car 6. It's because this is a E500 series Shinkansen. They were introduced by the end of the 90s, and they still look very modern and nice. But they do not have a green car anymore, and a green car is the Japanese first class when you're talking about trains. They also have grand class on some Shinkansen, but that doesn't make a difference here. We're only focusing on the green car. The green car doesn't exist on these E500s anymore because they're only used on Kodama services. And as I said before, the Kodama is the slowest service a Shinkansen can have, and it's stopping at every station and letting every other train pass. And we're standing here, I think, for about 8 minutes already, so we're still on time, but we're standing here just waiting. Let me just show you the seat. It's very basic. It has a tiny seat back net, which is very tiny compared to other Shinkansens. However, though, as usual in a Shinkansen, even an ordinary car, which is called second class, the legroom is amazing. Like I can almost fully stretch out to the seat in front of me. And there we have a train passing. And we have a little kotuk there. And that's pretty much all. The table comes out from the armrest on the side, just like in an airplane. So yeah, just a basic seat. There's also in the first car there's like something called a Hello Kitty welcome bar or something, where it's like crazy Hello Kitty themed. I'm gonna go there shortly. The seat next to me is free for the whole ride to Hakata. which is good because not many people know about this trick that you can buy a second class ticket and seat in first class pretty much because yeah, the classification just doesn't exist anymore. Also, of course, the door is Hello Kitty themed. Everything in this train is just Hello Kitty themed except for the first class. Only second class, but I don't mind it because although I would find it funny to sit in a Hello Kitty themed seat for 4 hours, I think the colors are just too bright and too violent to just do this nonstop. So I think I'm pretty happy. So yeah, the windows are also really really big compared to other Shinkansens. Like they're almost like European windows. The borders are still very thick, but if you look over there, the windows are really really stretched, really rectangular, not circular. Not circular, but the others on the other Shinkansen are not tiny because they're still big, but they're smaller still. So yeah. So the Shinkansen has passed, and we have now departed Akashi, I think it was, and we're now on our way to Hakata.
A baby changing table, a buzzer call if you need help, and you got soap and a sink. For example, as you may have seen in my Sunrise Izumo video, there's a wash basin, and in this train it's colored pink, but also a urinal. So if you don't need to go to the toilet big time, just go in here, close the door, got the urinal, got a little sink, got the door, and the door does not lock, so it just stays like unlocked. Got the window there, which means that everybody can see that it's occupied, and since you turn this way, nobody won't see your business. And if you're finished, you just wash your hands and you just go home, and that's pretty much all there is to it. But it's nice to have this option. It reduces wait time, and you have two classical toilets, so it takes up a bit of space, yes, but I think it makes for a more pleasant journey, especially with the amount of people that can be on this train. The day this train is pretty empty. It's a Friday when I'm recording this, so it could be that just many people are at work, and most of the people riding this train will probably ride it on the weekend or on Sundays. So yeah. But yeah, let's see the rest of the train. So I now arrived in Hakata station in Fukuoka city, and actually this train doesn't really terminate here because it turns into the Hakata Minami line, which goes one stop like 15 minutes to Hakata Minami, where the depot is for these trains and for the rail stars. And now, because this is the case, I can show you this car completely, the first car. So you have the cashier area here where things are sold. You have like a little gumball type machine, and then the merchandise is displayed normally here. And yeah, so you see the prices are very steep for what you get, but yeah, merchandise is displayed here. And you got this little wall wishing you a nice trip, Hello Kitty postcard. Then you got the train driver's door and the TV, which is now not playing anything. So if you want to see what it plays, you would have to go back in the video if you skip that. And then what I was talking about earlier, these little benches here with the ribbons and the extended window benches, which allows kids to draw, or even if you're an adult, to sit down and just work a bit if you want to, but I don't know if it's allowed. Alright then, so made it to Hakata and Fukuoka, as I just said in the first car. And yeah, this train is gonna now go to Hakata Minami, just a few minutes to the depot. It still carries passengers until then though, because technically it's a mini Shinkansen line. I'm just gonna film the exit of this train, from the station, the departure, and I hope you really like this video, because although I'm not really a Hello Kitty fan, I really liked filming this video because it's just such a unique train, and the fact that it's leaving soon also adds to the mystery, I would say. On the platform adjacent, another Shinkansen has just arrived, and this one is going to Kagoshima Chuo as a Sakura service. So yeah, as I said, I hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe, and see you next week for the next video.